If you've ever been thinking about making your own video games, or maybe you've tried and struggled and run into problems before, you're in the right place. I'm Chris DeLeon, the founder of Gamkedo Club, and in this short video, we're going to walk through what happens in it, what is it, how does it work? Just clarifying all those things so you can decide if it's a good fit for what you're looking for. Now, Gamkedo Club is a worldwide, online, mentored practice game development community. I know it's a lot, so we'll kind of go through and break those down. Online really meaning it doesn't matter where you are. We have people all over the world, across the globe, in many different time zones, all building games together. You don't have to live next to a major city. You don't have to have a local chapter. You join from anywhere, and you participate, and you learn. We're mentored in that, unlike a lot of other communities out there, where it's kind of people who are beginners leading beginners, we have in our club, myself as a mentor, I've spent over 1,500 hours paid private one-on-one training, helping people with game programming questions, game design questions, team leadership challenges. We have a collaborative mentor, Christopher McFunkypants Kaitila. He's been building games professionally, and he jumps in there and works right alongside people so they can see their code, learn from them, ask them questions. We have trainers that people in our club can reach out to and schedule meetings with, including professional level designer and level design instructor Karen McMullen, including UI expert Kartik Kinney, including Unity C# streamer and indie game developer Zach Fierce. In addition to those, for people who are trying to build beyond just sort of the hobbyist recreational practice sphere and have got some experience, led some projects already, we also have some career trainers. Rob Coble, who's been for over 10 years, helped graduates get industry placement. He knows how HR people work and think, knows about job listings, career sort of navigation, resumes, cover letters, getting the most out of networking at conferences. That's all Rob's specialty. We also have an indie game professional, Gray Alien Games, Jake Burkett, who sets up a series of back-to-back meetings months apart with people to help set some goals, move towards those goals. Those career trainers specifically for our advanced members. But for people who are building their way up, the way we get people ready to be at that level, what happens is, out of our online group, throughout the week there's a Slack where people discuss things and talk about what they're up to. And then every single Sunday we have a meeting. And at those meetings, somebody says, hey everybody, I'm going to make a space game. Here's the kind of overall idea. Here's my basic core gameplay prototype. Here's the weekly schedule for the next 1 to 5 months. Who's interested? And from that point forward, every future meeting, which is always at 11:30 a.m. Pacific on Sundays, the lead then shares the updates for here's what's happened on a project the past week. We got these models done from Tim. We got these animations done from Sasha. We got these features coded by Jeremy. Vignesh helped in these ways. Over the next week, we're going to try to do the following. We're going to try to add level 3. We're going to try to clean up the boss fight. We're going to work on this music for maybe our title screen. Anybody who wants to then drifts around between projects and helps make it happen up until release date when the game goes out. We've made over 50 games this way that are released. You can play them on our site at gamkedo.com. They've, in the past 2.5 years, all with 1 to 5 month schedules. And part of how that works too is at any given time we have several projects in parallel. Not just one game, then another game, then another game. At any given time, as few as 2 or 3, as many as 5, 6, or 7 games being built as shared community projects. And so really, it's not like you join a team and then you're sworn to it until the day it releases. You hop in for a little bit, help with some sound effects, hop in over there, do some level design, join a different team, maybe make some puzzles, do some code. And we encourage people to really explore outside their core skill sets to help round out their understanding of the process, to be able to see a better sense of the big picture by having some experience in making some art, doing some code, doing some design, whatever you want to practice, maybe doing some writing. This is the way we help strengthen our skills, so even outside of these club shared community projects, we're rounded out as developers in a way we can better do our own prototyping, we can better lead a project because we know all the pieces fit together, and we can better participate in jams or make our own solo games. Although we have members who've come in with a wide range of backgrounds, including years of game development experience, in some cases 0 game development experience, we've been able to help many of our members, including those who came in with no experience, work their way up to becoming project leads. And the way we do that is that we have a series of video courses, which now have been used by over 140,000 people, obviously including people outside of our club, that help prepare people in the fundamentals and foundations of game programming in a way that's compatible with how our community makes games. And the 2 platforms that we use for this, by the way, which our courses and our videos support, some of which are internal only, some of which are paid but you get with your membership, and others which are free, are either JavaScript on HTML5 canvas with no libraries, no phaser, etc., because we really want you to learn the foundations there of even how to write your own sprite sheet for animation, or Unity C# for intermediate and advanced projects. And there we don't use the asset store because, once again, we're not about what's the fanciest game you can buy the parts to make. We're about learning the foundations and building your strengths. So we build all of our own models, we make all of our own art, we make all of our own music, we code our own pieces. And that's in a way that everything that comes out of it, if we want to point to that from our portfolio for a recruiter, to show our family, with pride we can say we built 100% of this. I also want to stress that there's no minimum amount of time to participate. We have a lot of our members are busy people with full-time day jobs. Some are raising kids. We've got people who are full-time students. And in all these cases, it's something where they might fit a few hours, 1 or 2 evenings a week into their projects. And some weeks take time off and it's no big deal. It's a little bit like the attitude of pick up soccer, where if some people kind of 1 week aren't there, no big deal, catch them next week. They know it's got other stuff going on in their lives. We're very low stress, we're very low pressure, and people fit it in and win in how they can. We encourage consistency, we reward and acknowledge consistency, but no one's ever forced to do anything. Speaking of which, all tasks are voluntary. There's never anybody who assigns you, tells you what to do. You say, oh, I didn't feel like working on this project. I didn't feel like doing this piece of this project. You only work on the projects you care about, to the degree you care about, and the parts you care about, because you choose and navigate your tasks. This makes sure that you're getting the practice that you want to have out of your experience. I know I mentioned the mentors earlier, including myself, but the way that works is that if you ever get stuck, if you ever have questions, as a member of the club, up to every other week, you can schedule a one-on-one call with me, or one of these other trainers, or obviously the career trainers after meeting certain milestones. And these are things where we help get you unstuck. So if you're new to it and you're running into questions, we help walk you through it. Personally, it's something a lot of other development communities out there completely lack, some sort of guidance like that to help get you out of a bind. This is how all our projects can stay on schedule and release on time. Additionally, it's something where maybe you don't even need my help or one of the other trainers. Maybe you're really, really good already at the kind of code you want to write in JavaScript or in Unity C#. But the case is, now you know that everyone else on your team also has a fallback net. The safety and certainty of knowing that they can try things, and if they get stuck, they can turn to me or one of the other trainers for help. This helps give you the confidence that the project's never going to get hung up by someone who's just not able to get their part figured out. We use those two platforms, by the way, JavaScript on Canvas and Unity C#, not because we think they're the only valid platform, not because we hate the other options out there, but purely because A, they're both very practical for our scale, they're very easy to distribute, very low barriers to entry, they're both widely hireable skill sets, and additionally, it's also something where it's really beneficial as a community that all of our developers are on the same page of can easily drift between projects to help each other out. Of our experienced developers have a deep skill set and experience in using these platforms to help the beginners with them. And moreover, it means that the code from all of our released games, you can go back through it and usefully sort of adapt ideas from how did they solve their sound engine problems? How did they solve their level format? You can look back at old examples that are immediately applicable to the projects you're currently working on. Another thing that happens in those weekly meetings is 1 or more times per month, we'll have an industry guest speaker call in. And they'll just chat with the group. They'll talk about their experiences, answer questions people have that come from a wide range of backgrounds, indie, AAA, some cases students, artists, programmers, musicians, marketing people, all kinds of backgrounds, sharing their stories, helping connect with the people in the club, and again, answering questions they have about what it looks like, where they are, how they do it, what they've learned along their way. When you join, you get immediate access to the videos of all those guest speakers, which are now at over 60 some odd guest speakers, in addition to meetings, obviously videos of any other meetings, which includes the pitches. So if you've joined the club and there's some, maybe, say several projects already going on, and you missed when they started, it doesn't matter. You didn't have to join right when it started. You join the club, check out the pitch video for the most recent projects that are currently ongoing, and then you have some context for, okay, that's how it looks, and you maybe watch the most recent club meeting video from the recent Sunday updates. You check out the Trello, which is where we organize our tasks and our schedules, and you're ready to plug into a task. I occasionally have someone who's expressed a worry like, I'm a programmer, I'm a musician, do you need someone else with that skill set? And we're not like a company where you have like 3 engineering positions to fill. Instead, we're a practice group. We design our projects around who's interested, how interested they are, how involved they can be, and what their strengths are. So if you're a programmer, let's say you want to join a space-scrolling shmup. Well, now that you're with a project, do you want to add a power-up? Do you want to add a new player ability? Do you want to make a new kind of enemy? Do you want to build a new kind of level obstacle? Whatever you want to do, we'll find a way to put it in there. One of my favorite stories, we had a guy who he joined a hot air balloon game and decided this hot air balloon game could benefit from a tornado. He drew the art for it, wrote the code for it, designed it in levels, checked it in, we got a tornado. And it's that kind of attitude, that kind of freedom and flexibility that so many of our projects celebrate that makes us a great place to practice, explore your ideas freely to build the pieces you want to build. We make all of our credits incredibly specific because it's not like we're an industry where it's like, here's a pile of programmers, here's a pile of artists. Because our people all get involved in very different roles, different involvement levels, we like to be able to identify, this person did these models, this person wrote these code features, this person drew these pictures, or made these sounds, or these songs. And this is important because when we share our projects with our friends or family, or recruiters, the first question they always want to know is, okay, but what did you do? And you can show him here's exactly the part I was responsible for. And so to join us and start building games with us today, and I really mean it, you can join today and be building games with us by tonight. All you got to do is go to Gamkedo.com, scroll, read all about the club, make sure you read the membership agreement, anti-harassment policy, check those boxes to agree to them, start to join, and as soon as your PayPal subscription starts, which, by the way, it's PayPal, so controls on your side to discontinue anytime. We don't have any sort of minimum time limit or no contracts like that. We even offer a 30-day money-back guarantee, so if you're not happy with what you're seeing, it costs you nothing to have tried it. But you start your membership, you'll get an email with a short form to hook up your GitHub account, your Trello account. Those are both free. There's even an optional introductory email series that you can sign up for when you're joining. That's going to help send you messages steadily throughout your first month, spread out nicely, helping make sure you're familiar with everything about how to make the most of your club membership time. After which, you'll also get an invite to our Slack forum where we discuss the projects with our peers throughout the week. You'll get a login information for our members site. That's where we have all of our links in one place. So even if you never get lost in terms of finding our Slack, our Trello, you don't have to have a bunch of different bookmarks. It has all the videos there, has links to organize meetings with our trainer appointments, has our most recent meeting video embedded, so it's real easy to find, has our resources, our video courses, our textbooks, all that included in one place. Additionally, to help you get started, because now we have a lot of features, we have a lot of benefits, a lot of different ways to get started, we actually have a numbered list, so our quick start links, that walk you through, click these links, watch these videos, set up these sites or services, review these resources, that give you the foundation you need to immediately start contributing usefully on projects, participating in the teams, building up that experience, working your way up towards, if you choose to, pitching and leading a project, which once again, we've had a lot of members who've joined us with no background experience who've worked their way up to now being multiple-time project leads. So I want to thank you again for taking time to listen to this description about what our club is. I'm really proud of what we've put together, proud of the community we're building. It's very supportive, encouraging, positive. People are here to help each other out. We're a practice community. It's what we are, and I look forward to building games in the future. So check us out at Gamkedo.com. Sign up today, and let's get you building games.